passage like this is so important because Jesus actually did have some really hard things to say.
Hmm.
And most of the time, he had really hard things to say to those people who should have known better, right? These passages, the context of these are he's speaking to the Pharisees. He's speaking to the, if this was 2026 and Jesus was here, it's like he would be speaking to the pastors. He would be speaking to the elders. Like that's the context of the passage like this. And so one of the things that frustrated Jesus time and time again is this idea of religious leaders, religious people determining the rules of the game by which they wanted, or they chose and were comfortable with, and they set the standard on that basis, and then they held people to that standard rather than to the standard of what God had actually called them to do. And so, that's the one thing that makes Jesus frustrated time and time and time again is when people use religiosity, when they use religion as a way to beat people down rather than
Hmm.
call people up to the standard that God actually has. There's absolutely things that we speak into, but there's not a group of people who, okay, well, we have it all together because we know how to play the rules of the game based off the rules of the game that we have set up. And these people obviously don't have it together. So we're just gonna like ostracize them and make ourselves feel better by pushing away, that other groups. It's an impossible standard. So when we remember that, we're all in this perspective or posture of self-evaluating, looking at our own flaws, areas where God is at work in our life. And when we see other people through that lens of self-evaluation first, it gives us a ton of grace for people. We still call people up, but not from a posture of like, I got it together, you don't. It's more from a posture of God is at work in my life, and there's tremendous benefit by bending my life to the book, to what God has to say. And that's what that passage is really getting at.